Shut up and sit down.
Hey yo, welcome to the channel, Breakneck Productions. I'm Byron, and this is something that's been many years and a lot of time and planning in the making. This right here is going to be what I call the encampment. It's going to be Byron's Valhalla, my kind of getaway. And once I have it done, and I have all this cleared away and everything set up the way I want to, if you guys tag along with me, I'm going to sit around the fire. I'm going to tell you a little bit that may just change some of your perspectives on life. And if not, that's all right. You know, I understand not everybody wants to hear the message that I've got to give, but this is my intro video. So I'm going to give you a little bit of a rundown on who I am, what I'm about, what I'm doing. So my name's Byron, and obviously I'm Christian. It's a big part of my life is my faith, and it's one of the reasons I'm still standing here today. And you'll hear more about that when we get it all finished up and we're sitting around a campfire together. But I wanted to come out and kind of give an introduction, you know. So 29 years old, kind of been through the ringer. I've traveled all over the country. I'm from the United States, and I've got this beautiful getaway here. And you know, it needs some maintaining. It's got some work that I need to do to it. You know, I'm going to clear away some of this brush, and then I'm going to go through with an axe and cut down some of these widow makers, because you know, if you don't look up, it's not like the city. You don't look left and right. You got to look left, right, back, and up. If you don't, well, some of these logs might just come down in a good wind and take you out. So I'm about doing things safely, doing things smartly. Lord knows I don't have enough health left in me to do things stupid like I used to. I've had enough years of that as it is. But on Breakneck Productions, basically I'm a one-man production company. God told me after a motorcycle accident 3 years ago, I prayed to him. I said, God, I don't know what I'm going to do. You know, I can't work. I'm physically not able to. And at the time, you know, they didn't know if I'd be able to walk again or not. I suffered an internal decapitation, and I tore my trachea. I was totally transected, separated by about 4 to 5 centimeters. And the research I've done says the only people that have survived an internal decapitation that we know of ranges in the single digits. So the fact that, you know, I broke my skull and my neck and I can walk, you know, it took 3 years for me to get to this point, and I still work at it every day, but I don't let it beat me. Same as my addictions in the past, I don't let those beat me. Regrets, they don't keep me down. You know, I got no problem sharing all the woes that I've been through and all the things that I regret, things that I should have done differently, because if it helps even one person, that's fine. I'll take all the ridicule and embarrassment in the world if it helps even one person, you know, in their walk of life. Now, God's a big part of my life, and if God's not big in your life, you know, that's okay. It's not my place to be a preacher. It's my place to spread my testimony, my experience, and hopefully God will work through that in a way where he can find you in your life in a situation that you need. And if not, you know, that's all right. I don't hate anybody, you know. I've had a lot of friends that were LGBTQ or Democrats or Republicans or this, that, or the other, and I don't really get into the politics of it all. All I know is I protect myself, and I protect my family, and I protect this piece of land. Other than that, I don't care. Keyboard warriors, you know, your words don't really hurt me, you know. I stumble and I slur, and I just pick myself back up and keep moving. That's always been my motto from day one, you know. My buddy from elementary school could tell you that. Just keep walking. It's like, well, what does that mean? Well, it don't mean mind your own business. It just means, you know, if people are shooting at you, just keep walking. Meteors falling from the sky, just keep walking. You know, if whatever's going on in life, you just can't let it stop you. The minute you stop, you're defeated. The minute that you let your trauma defeat you, you're done. You got to be able to joke about your trauma, you know. Otherwise, what's the point? You know, if you can't look back and laugh at it and smile at your life with all the good things you've done and the bad things you've done, things that you wish you'd done differently, if you can't look back and smile about it, then it's defeated you. And even if you can't look back and smile at it, maybe you can help somebody else not make the same mistakes. So that's what I'm here to do. And I never wanted to be in the public eye, ever in my life. I've had the opportunity to sign up with rap groups and labels and things like that when I was, being young and dumb, in a past life I like to call it. I had the opportunity, and I didn't want to be in the limelight. I didn't want to show my face in the public like that. I very much like my reserved privacy. I always have. But when I recovered from my motorcycle accident, I prayed a lot, and I said, God, I don't know what I'm going to do if I can't work. Work has been my whole life for the most part, at least for the good parts of my life. And if I can't work, I don't know what I'm going to do. And God told me to buy a bunch of production equipment. I said, I didn't know why. I don't know what to do with all that production equipment, I told him. And I didn't get an answer. It was 3 years ago, but I took the leap of faith. Everyone thought I was crazy, especially my family and my folks. God bless them. They did everything they could and still are doing everything they can to help me. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for them and the folks at Grady Hospital in Atlanta. Saved my life. I wouldn't be here without them. But the big thing is, I finally got that message from God. I sat down, I was praying, I was reading the Bible, and I heard God's voice, and he told me what I was supposed to do. So that's what I'm here doing. This is what I'm about. But we'll get to a little bit deeper into all of that when we get to that point around the campfire, when it's set up behind me. But until then, I just want you to know, here at Breakneck Productions, I'm a one-man production company. So all the recording, all the editing, all the learning the softwares and programs that I need to make this happen, I did it myself. I didn't go to school for it. It was just me, the internet, a good friend of mine who was really helped me and pushed me to be better along the way and gave me lots of advice. You know who you are. And so now we're here. And it's going to be amazing. It's going to be a wild ride. So I'm just going to give you a few disclaimers right off the bat. If there's anything offensive, I'm going to put a little icon at the bottom of the screen, at the very beginning of the video. There's a lot of gore in a video. If I'm doing like a video game let's play or something like that, it's going to be an icon at the bottom of the screen at the very beginning of the video. If there's going to be anything that's, really explicit or, sensitive materials, which a lot of my conversations, we're going to delve into those territories. I'm going to put that in an icon at the bottom of the screen again, beginning of the video, every time. And I'm also going to separate my playlists on YouTube, my videos into playlists on YouTube. That way, if you don't want to hear the preachy side of Breakneck Productions and you're just here for the video games, cool. There's a video gaming playlist right over there. No harm, no foul. If you don't care about video games, and say you're a family member of mine or somebody who really wants to hear my story and what's going on, I'll have those in a playlist. I'm also going to do some survival stuff as I'm cleaning this up. I call it survival, but it's kind of 22nd century survival. Like I said, I do things smart these days. So I'm also going to have a playlist for generally outdoors, camping, stuff like that, things with my dogs. And it's going to be a wild ride. There's going to be a lot of ups and downs, and it's going to be something that people, I'm going to give people something to talk about. We'll put it that way. But here at Breakneck Productions, we got a motto. Keep your head up and just keep walking. Anything people say, it don't matter. Don't let it faze you. You know what path you're on in life. And if you're walking a path that you're comfortable with and you're happy with, just keep walking. In the meantime, I got some work to do. So I'm going to kill this recording real quick, and then I'll see you next time. Looking forward to it. Stay blessed.
Shut up and sit down.